In this video, you'll learn everything about the Siberian Husky, from looks to personality and price. But first, we need to discuss this breed's exciting history. The Siberian Husky's ancestors were first raised by the Chukchi people in northeastern Asia, who kept them as family pets and sled dogs. When changing weather conditions forced the semi-nomadic Chukchi to expand their hunting grounds or die, they were greatly aided by resilient sled dogs that could pull light loads over large areas of frozen wasteland. Since the Chukchi were cut off from the rest of the world, they managed to keep their dogs pure for many generations. The dogs they raised are the direct ancestors of the Siberian Huskies we have today. Siberian Huskies caught the public's interest in the early 1900s when they began winning sled races. However, they truly became famous in 1925 when a legendary musher named Leonhard Seppala led a relay of Siberian Huskies 658 miles in just 5.5 days to get a life-saving serum to Nome, Alaska, where diphtheria was spreading. Even nowadays, in North America, mushers still keep packs of dogs that can pull sleds for fun and transportation. So what do Siberian Huskies look like? Siberian Huskies are medium-sized working dogs, neither massive nor small in appearance. The breed has a compact and well-furred body, upright ears, and thick tail, proving its northern heritage. Siberian dogs often curl up with their tails over their faces and noses to provide additional warmth. Their coats are double-layered and thick, with a very dense undercoat. However, the undercoat tends to disappear during shedding seasons. Siberian Huskies are 20 to 23.5 inches tall at the shoulders and weigh between 35 and 60 pounds, with females being smaller. Huskies' eyes are distinctively almond-shaped and can be brown, blue, or 2 different colors. Siberian Huskies come in various colors and patterns, often with white paws, legs, facial markings, and tail tips. Brindle and merle are the only patterns that are considered faults in Huskies. Great! Now let's get to know this magnificent breed's personality. The Siberian Husky is a gentle, friendly, high-energy dog with a strong pack instinct. Siberian Huskies love nothing more than being around their owners, whether they're sleeping or playing. They love running, jumping, and games that challenge their minds. They make great playing companions for outdoor-loving kids since they're both gentle and active. Siberian Huskies aren't typically shy around strangers. On the contrary, these fun-loving dogs are super social and friendly toward new people. However, it's not a good idea to get one as a guard dog because training this breed to be aggressive can cause mental issues. Here's a crucial aspect to keep in mind. The Siberian Husky hates being alone. These dogs get depressed, anxious, and even destructive if their social needs aren't met. That's why they're suited for active people who spend a lot of time with their dogs. Plus, they love having another dog they can play with. So if you work all day away from home, you should at least get your Husky a companion. Let's dive even deeper into this breed's activity level, but not before asking you to give this video a like if you enjoy it, as it really helps the channel. Siberian dogs are athletic and energetic, needing a lot of exercise. They were bred to work and are happiest when they have a job. Regular exercise is good for the dog's body and mind. Doing things with their owner strengthens the bond between them. Remember that failing to give your Husky exercise and attention will result in a depressed or even destructive dog. Luckily, the Siberian Husky is very adaptable, and people living in cities can satisfy their Huskies' exercise needs by taking them on long walks and to dog play groups. Here are a few fun activities for a Siberian Husky. Besides sledding, rally obedience, agility training, hiking, dog carting, and biking alongside your dog. Even running in the yard, coupled with a food puzzle, is great for your Husky. Keep in mind that the Siberian Husky is an escape artist who loves wandering. That's why these dogs should always be on a leash or in a safe area with a fence when exercising. How easy or difficult is it to train these dogs? The Siberian Husky is intelligent but also independent. This dog was bred to sled while requiring minimal direction, preferring to rely on his or her instinct when accomplishing a task. It can be quite challenging to obedience train this dog, and you'll need lots of patience. Still, you shouldn't skip the task if you want to have a well-behaved, relaxed dog that knows how to act in every situation. That's the best way to ensure both you and your dog are safe when going out and about. The Siberian Husky will benefit the most from training during its early puppyhood. Of course, this breed's high energy level can often interfere with the training. That's why playing with the dog beforehand can be very helpful. There's another important factor to consider: barking. The Siberian Husky is a highly vocal breed and often prefers to howl instead of bark. While training might diminish these barking tendencies, it's unfair to expect your Husky to be silent. Most dogs, especially the very vocal ones, need to be able to bark to be happy. Keep this in mind if you want one. What are the Siberian Husky's grooming needs? Before moving on to their health issues, we need to address the elephant in the room: the amount of hair this dog sheds. The Siberian Husky sheds quite a lot throughout the year, but even more so during spring and autumn. Just know that if you get one, dog hair will be everywhere. However, it's not all bad news, as Siberian Huskies don't typically need extensive grooming. In fact, weekly brushing is enough to keep this dog's coat looking awesome most of the year. That being said, daily brushing will likely be required during shedding season. The best part is that the Siberian Husky is a low-odor, self-cleaning breed and only needs a few baths a year. As with any other dog, you'll need to pay close attention to the length of their nails and keep them trimmed to prevent any foot issues. What are the health issues associated with this breed? Siberian Huskies are hardy and healthy dogs. Their most common health issues are eye-related problems, with some being more serious than others. Still, breeders test their dogs against these issues before allowing them to mate. This brings me to the importance of getting your dog from the right place. If you're determined to buy a purebred dog instead of adopting a non-pedigree one, please look for a respectable breeder and avoid backyard breeders. That way, your chances of getting a healthy, long-living dog are greatly improved. Hip dysplasia, which primarily affects larger dogs, is fortunately not an issue in this breed. Very few Siberian Huskies get it, which is awesome. What's the life expectancy of the Siberian Husky? Every dog is unique, but on average, a Siberian Husky lives between 12 and 14 years. Many factors can positively affect that, like providing your dog with adequate nutrition, satisfying its exercise needs, and going to the vet regularly. Now, let's talk about how much you can expect to pay for one. Typically, Siberian Huskies from accredited breeders cost between $1,000 and $3,000. Puppies that better fit the physical requirements of the standard cost more, as do the rarer, pure white and agouti Huskies. An agouti has a dark brown to black coat with gray to tan highlights. This color makes the dog look like a wolf. Besides their initial price, it can be pretty expensive to take care of a Husky throughout its lifetime. Another essential thing to keep in mind. According to PetBudget.com, the annual cost of this breed is about $21,000. You can also adopt a dog with a similar temperament from a shelter for far less, so please consider this option. Surprisingly, you can even find Siberian Huskies for adoption. Unfortunately, due to their cost and how difficult it can be to train them, the number of Huskies surrendered at shelters has increased drastically in the last few years. Many rescues will charge, on average, around $350 for a young Husky. This price is generally based on the cost it took to care for the puppy until its adoption, including food, housing, and veterinary bills. Plus, you can adopt a senior dog for even less. Not only is rescuing cheaper, but it also means you are giving a dog in need a new home. Is it difficult to find Siberian Huskies? Luckily, Siberian Huskies are pretty popular in the US, so finding one should be fairly easy. Let's wrap it up. The Siberian Husky is an old natural breed with a long history as a working dog. It's a high-energy and somewhat stubborn breed that requires a lot of patience when it comes to training. Plus, the Siberian Husky craves companionship. For all these reasons, the Siberian Husky is only suited for active people who spend a lot of time with their pets and can easily afford the animal's lifetime cost. And since the world already has millions of homeless dogs, please only consider one if you're absolutely sure you're a good match. Watch this Most Asked Questions video about Siberian Huskies next, if it's available, or subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. See you in my next video!